Yes, and today's topic, I will not be chiming in because I'm single, I'm joking. So today's topic is how to make your relationship successful. Take it away, ladies.
Yeah, successful ladies.
I'm like, Nana's been in the longest one. So far. I'm like, she's been in the longest one. Maybe she has more insight
Definitely.
of, sustaining, a relationship or a marriage setup with someone for more than 5 years, right?
My God,
5 years,
9 years, 9
let me
years.
shock you.
Yeah.
Actually, on the 23rd of May, it will be 10 years.
10
What?
years.
Yeah, a decade with the same person.
Like, how do you
know,
know? And it's so weird.
it's
I keep asking Nana, how do you do? Like every time I have a different question about being with the same person for so long. So maybe, share your thoughts.
Honestly speaking, first and foremost, you have to know who you are. Before you get into a relationship, you have to know who you are so that you can know what you can condone and what you can compromise. At the end of the day, you may walk into a relationship and then you realize that this does not work for me. And you compromised it, yet you are disloyal to yourself because it's not something that you would have wanted, So at the end of the day, I know that has worked for me. Know who you are, and just know, just because you're in a relationship, it's not guaranteed that it's going to be successful. You have to put in work. And putting in work for me is basically choosing your partner all the time, having a very open communication lines, because all the time, everything will always emanate from communication. And it's not even about communication. I've said that before. It's about understanding what you're communicating to your partner. Does he understand it? Is he fully aware what you're saying is what you mean? So it's basically that. And just because you're married, don't assume at now, sasa nimeshafika at now, that's the destination. It's not. It's work.
It's a journey.
That Cheki, you have to date your husband. Imagine you
Every
will have
day.
to date your partner every day. Because let me tell you, there's so many people who go out there and they're like, chali yangu najua hata amefanya. And I'm like, hukuwa iona aje. You see, if you're having these conversations and at least every once a week, every day, sit down with your partner, ask him, what was the highlight of your day? What was your low moment of the day? So that you have this constant communication open for you guys.
I actually saw, I don't know if he's a relationship therapist on TikTok talking about, he does a check-in with his girlfriend every month. It's like a job. So how are we feeling this month? Are we good? Is there anything you want me to change? Is there, and like it makes the relationship better because things change every day. This week I could love you, next week you could piss me off, next week I'm back to loving. So at the end of the month we need to come and like be, on average, I didn't hate you this much.
Like from 0 to 10.
Yeah, from 0 to 10 you're like at a 7 of love and 2 of hate.
I know. I feel like when it comes to being I was in a toxic relationship. I'm now in a good relationship, a healthy relationship. And what I learned is at the end of the day, you need to talk about your insecurities as a person. Talk about the things that trigger you, ama they just they just don't make you tick correctly. You get. So understanding these points and understanding these things when it comes to your partner and just being open about it. You get. I always feel like this when this happens. You get. I'm insecure about this, so I wouldn't want you to do A, B, C, D. But we need to take a break. Tutaendelea. Tukirudi, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. If you've just joined us, you are not late at all because we do not have a guest today, but we are your entertainment. But before I get there, I need to correct myself. I said that the trend was pitched by Larry Madawo. I was wrong. It was James Smart. So don't come for me. Kindly. Thank you. Let me read some of your feedback here on Facebook. Quelin. Okay, Qlin Kayla is saying, nothing but love for you all. Nana nakupenda aki, you just changed my life. Kush, Queen of Wig, I'm happy you're here. Joyce, my single soul partner nakupenda. We are in this together. We belong to the streets. And then Sophie is saying, you all look good. Nana, my favorite. Simons. Some of your names, you guys are creative. Nana enjoys mnakaa firi. I like the way you discuss issues. Asante sana. And then Rasha Jose is saying, nah, that's hilarious. Massive, what was hilarious? What did you say? You said a lot of funny things. Massive Nax Vegas, thank you so much. Who else here? Ruth Wahoo is saying, Nana, my fair woman, I love you, mama. Lilo Baby is saying, I know you won't read my comment as usual. Anyway, nakupenda bure. Nimesoma. Sa utadu? Talana na viatu? Nazo. Hello beautiful, this is Rachel Koi is saying, hello beautiful ladies, I have missed the show for a while, kazi lazima ifanywe tupate unga, amen, but I always watch repeat at 10:30 from Diani. Much love and blessed week ahead. Shout out to Diani, my favorite destination in Mombasa. And then there's someone else who's saying, ati akikushwe leo umenimaliza, ati kila mtu ashike zake akioga. That was funny. That was funny. Let me read the last one. Wanja Maura is saying, hello Fantamagorgeous.
Where?
Yeah? Fantamagorgeous ladies. Vinka did what was right. I really enjoyed what she did to that toot fan. Apewe, I think, apewe drink. Jo amefanya ile cheers. Yeah, but you were great, didn't you? Yeah. All right, thank you so much for your feedback, guys.
Yeah.
Push, where had we left off?
Yes, we was talking, what are we even talking about? Tips to make your relationship successful. So I was touching on insecurities and, you know, being open and very honest to your partner and, you know, making them understand some of the things maybe. I always say, as much as you get into a new relationship, you don't need to talk about your previous relationship. But in all honesty, I feel like sometimes the previous relationships we were in determine a lot of things and a lot of ways you're going to handle situations in the new relationship. So it's important to always make everything, you know, clear. You know, this is what happened to me. This is why I feel like this. You know, make them understand. And also, that will be you guys building trust with each other. You need to be the safe haven for this person. So that, you know, I can never do this to them because this is what happened from where they were. And it wasn't good. You get? So like it's good to make them understand where you're coming from and then you guys can figure out where you're going. So I feel like trust is a very important thing and that comes down to, you know, you being honest and you being open and you letting them know what they need to know. Yeah. Not that you unachapa na all the time ako speculating and I guess what's happening, why are you behaving like this, why are you mad, kwani you get. Yeah. So I feel like communication ni muhimu sana.
That's true.
Yeah, such.
Yeah, I feel like also knowing what you will or will not stand for comes from understanding yourself. So what Nana and Kush said na combine, because if you know what happened in your last relationship and you don't want it to happen again, you will have to tell your new partner where you're coming from. It's good to understand your trauma and be able to explain it so that someone can understand. You know, they'll be patient with you. They'll be like, okay, I understand where he or she is coming from and I need to do ABCD to make sure she feels secure, to make sure she feels supported, etc., right? And if you are a couple who do not like doing the same things, you need to find one thing that you do in common, because you're just going to end up spending time just at home, and that's not, it's not fun, trust me from like experience. You need to find one thing that you'll both do. Even Will Smith and Jada Pinkett give each other 10 days of doing what the other person wants. Alafu you go back to living your own life. I feel especially if you're in a long-term relationship, that's very important. Because as much as you might both go off to your own things because, yeah, you know, I have to, you know, live my own life. You can't be codependent. You have to find the one thing. Hata kama ni date night. Ama if you like this weird hobbies like mountain climbing or camping, I hate camping. Why am I sleeping outside? Why? But anyway, if you're willing to sacrifice, you know, and compromise, you might have to go camping with your partner, right? Yeah.
Also, I need to remind people that the relationships, all of them have their ups and downs. And just because you've experienced your first down doesn't mean you'll not go up again. As long as you're intentional on choosing your partner and working through things that made you feel down. You know, don't assume just because that you're, okay, it's during a pandemic and we don't have money and we can't do all these things together. And now you make that take a backseat. Absolutely bad.
You have
do
to make
not
it
do
work,
it. You have to make it work constantly.
That's true.
Yeah.
And
I
another
think
thing, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna touch on this thing called, you know, apologizing. I think that's something yenye may play a very big part in my relationship. Because
I was so bad at saying sorry.
I know,
and
it's so wrong. You know, you know, the fact that you need to bring yourself down to understand nimekosea, nimefanya ABCD. Put yourself in your partner's shoes and ask yourself if they did this to me,
Yeah.
will I be okay with it?
Yeah.
No, of
You
course
get
not, yeah.
like honestly ninge react aje ingekuwa ni mimi nimefanyiwa hivi. Usikiangalia tu from point ya why are you reacting like this? So I feel like for a lot of people they struggle na hiyo kuadmit tuko wrong.
Yeah.
You
For
most
sure.
probably give out excuses as to the why you did that, how you did it,
And why you should be okay with it.
and why. Yeah, exactly. You try to convince your partner why they need to be okay with
Yeah.
it, but it takes a lot, and it takes a lot of what will I say? Not a lot of maturity.
It's definitely
for you
maturity,
to be you know, for you to be a bigger person and
Yeah.
accept that you know
Yeah.
what, by that I'm wrong and I'm
You
sorry.
need to put your
for
ego
doing,
aside.
Exactly, for doing ABCD. Because let me not lie to you, the moment you start ile imeita kwaje kugwaruzana pembe, ile unataka kuonyesha hata mimi nikikosea,
Unafikiria
I don't need
misi.
to say I'm sorry, and you do the same thing. You don't need to
That's
say you're
true.
sorry. I'm telling you, your relationship can't survive.
won't
Because
last,
honestly, mtakuwa mnakosana even from the smallest things zenye mnabaki. By that tulikuwa tumekosania nini?
Hata
You get-
ukumbuki,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Ukumbuki,
That
yeah.
does happen. But just ile kukubali, you know, accept hata kama unaangalia to just bring the situation down and to make your relationship work. And because honestly there's no perfect relationship. No one is perfect. There is nothing like perfect when it comes to relationships, to marriages, nothing.
Even those
Na
ones
wengine
they're
kuna-
admiring on-
hata
on
the ones
social
you're admiring,
media.
because a lot of people
Yeah.
hide the struggles, the challenges, the what is wrong in that relationship, the why we are struggling to make this work, and just, you know, post whatever they want you guys to see ama want you guys to believe.
That's
Easy
true.
to mejionea.
That's true.
Yeah.
So uskai kwa na ile ati their relationship, and never compare your relationship to any
anyone
other
else's,
person's.
yeah.
Unaweza
You're
not
two
unacheka
completely
lakini
different
hujui
people.
usiku mtu yualia
That's true.
mara ngapi. You
That's
can't
true.
compare.
Yeah, now when it comes to the pressures of social media, let me just say, so many people are broken reality right now
Man,
because
but they're
they
living their
can't
best life.
keep up with their social media life. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
And then listen, don't. Let me give you a very good example of the couples that you've seen on social media where you have seen literally it's what you wanted for yourself. It was couple goals. But later, like 4 months down, 10 months down the line, unasikia, oh, amenifanyia hivi, amenifanyia. Why didn't they post it? Stop buying what you're reading on social media. Also, let me touch on people that are in long distance relationships. This is where trust comes to play a huge big deal, plus communication. Again, distance means nothing if the person you want means everything to you.
Oh,
right?
wow, that's a good one. And just to add on something else, I keep saying this and I'll keep saying it. Love languages are very important.
Yeah.
You need to find out how your partner likes to be loved. Don't love them the way you want to be loved, because that might bring some friction. Like I said, there was a relationship I was in, and of course I was loving him the way I like to be loved. You know, gifts, quality time, but like his number one was words of affirmation.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I remember when we were having that conversation, I was like, why didn't you just tell me earlier? Why are we concerning about this now? But I learned his love language, and we didn't have an issue after that. I mean, we had other issues. We're not together, clearly. But it's important to it's important to communicate your love languages early. Usianze hapa tu kununa na mtu aelewe kwa nini.
My friend.
Ati me, I didn't want you to bring me flowers. I wanted you to take me on a date. You know, like, say it. Mapema mtu ajue. You
And
know?
then communicate what you like so that they do understand. They don't do for you
Yes.
something they think you'd like,
Yeah, and you
clearly
don't.
you don't
Yeah.
like it. You pia saying that your partner will feel like they put in effort, but the effort is not being appreciated.
Yeah, because
Yes.
that's not how you like it.
And then it
Yeah.
brings other issues.
Exactly.
You get
Because-
like you don't appreciate me.
Yeah.
And also, guy, one thing, never compare your relationship.
Never ever.
Ati nani alifanywa hivi na hivi na mtu wake. Wewe uliona venye wedding yao ilikuwa inakaa.
Yeah.
Yani that is going to kill you
is
guys
yeah.
as quick as you guys got together.
Yeah, Kush,
Never.
just to add
Yeah.
on to that, I think it's basically unspoken expectations. There's this couple, friend of mine, well, they're not together anymore, but I'm sorry I'm telling out your business, but I'll not mention the names. They have these issues, yeah? Like when they come to maybe my house, or they go to Joyce's house, and their wife likes the fridge.
Yeah.
And then she'll come at home and say, babe, uliona fridge ya Joyce? And then it's like, hey, ilikuwa fiti, tudo,
na hii
iko
kabla ya
sawa.
kusema.
And then three weeks down the line, si nilikwambia napenda nini fridge ya Joyce?
But you didn't say,
You
ulisema
did say
uliona.
unspoken expectations.
Yeah,
That's
and I'm
true.
like, you can't, you know, whichever work your partner is in, or whatever they do for a living, is never never going to be the same. Whatever money your partner works, whatever money your partner makes, it's not the same the other person is going to be making. And at the end of the day, mkumbuke kwa relationship yenu mko at a particular stage. Kwa maisha
And even though
yako
it's the same,
personally,
priorities
and also,
are different.
Exactly. As a couple pia, you're at a different place. You get. Wanaweza kuwa wameomoka. Wanaweza kuwa kwa middle class sahi. But eventually
walikuwa started from the bottom, sahi ndo wana ball.
Na wenye bado mko kwa started from, you are starting, you get. Mko tu hapo bado mnaanza. So you can't be expecting too many things zenye bado kwa relationship yenu hamjafika hapo hivyo. So there's so many things to consider by the time you're like, I want this, mbona unifanyie hivi, nataka sijui nini kama ya nani, uliona bidem yake anapelekwa wapi na wapi na wapi. You don't know the struggles people have faced by the time they get into that level. Labda ni pesa ya loan
inampeleka huko.
Ndio hivyo sasa. Watu wanasherekea mchana na usiku wakilala wanafikiria venye wanalipa loans.
Also, so many relationships are breaking right now because of finances. So this is a topic to discuss all the time, because finances change all the time. I may talk today and I angukia a deal over here, and that totally shifts how much I had before, right? So these are conversations you should definitely be having, so that I also don't expect too much, and probably catching up, you know, and then you have to feel like you need to order, not to order, but request for a loan from all these loan sharks. You know, you're over there just taking loans because you know your wife wants a 65-inch TV, and because you can't give it to her, you're over there breaking your back and breaking your back.
If there's something I am no longer going to ignore in a relationship, it is the financial situation. Because I cannot do it anymore. Like, I don't care if you call me a gold digger, it's fine. But I'm not going to, because I won't even lie to you. Like, 2 of my relationships have had like strenuous financial issues, but I was like, no, but I love him. No, but me, I have money, I can support it. I can't even say those words again. No, I refuse.
I know,
you have to be honest about financial situations.
And also, I feel like at the end of the day, if your partner can't afford what you want, you get. Unajua exactly, because I'm like, ile time yesu tendo chukue loans hapa kule. Then you get to a state whereby you're not able to pay these loans. Zinaanza kukukula kichwa. You're always frustrated. There's yani hata akikuongelesha umekasirika, mnaanza tu kutukanana because of what alikuweka kwa situation, because you are trying to impress, but ndio hiyo situation imekuwa
and if you get married, his loans become your loans. You're paying it together.
Exactly. Like I feel like at the end of the day, malimko, you know, just work with what you have until you're able to afford what you want. Instead of just, you know, I want, and hiyo pesa hakuna. Because itafanya, by that, honestly, finances in a breaking relationship.
Mingi sana na inakuanga fake it. There's a term called love bombing, where when you want to pursue me to get into a relationship with you, you're giving me gifts all the time.
Under the sun.
And it's like, fake it till you make it. But at the end of the day, how about save it till you make it? You know what I mean? Can we save a little bit more and stop all this love bombing? Because you see, when you love bomb me, I expect this same energy all
going
the time.
Forward, you know what?
You see, you're setting precedents for what will happen in the future in your relationship.
Let me just say this as we maliza.
Yes.
If you want to be in a good relationship, trust me, nimekuwa kwa all from zenye nasemanga situations chips.
You still learn from them.
Toxic relationships, I've done it all. So I'll be very honest. Be with someone that loves and respects you as a person. You get someone that it's not about the money, it's not about how you look and all that. It's more about, it goes deeper than that. Then maybe you'll be in a good, real relationship. Acha nini kuangalianga na vitu zingine zenye ni vanity, zinaweza lost. But you tell us on 111 444 111 is our SMS line. Utuambie, you know, what do you think? We're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Yes, welcome back, and of course lazima tusome feedback zenu, so not even okay, tunaenda kwa feedback kwanza ama tunaenda kwa advice points?
Acha nisome tu maybe moja. Kuna mwingine anasema Skush said communication, it's important, because for me, if you don't tell me about you, you'll get me wrong, because I'm that crazy soul. But of course, we have to go to the next segment of the show, because we like to assist, not because we have perfect lives, no, but because maybe we know how we can a little bit. It's time for Advice Board.